doesn't like what Cole's doing, doesn't like his master plan in the end, to turn everyone into a conduit and destroy humanity, destroy the plague, that sort of thing. Because the plague is only in the human race. Conduits don't have it. So, conduits are immune to the plague, so we make Cole running around wanting to, quote-unquote, give humanity another chance by making everyone a conduit. And Cole has to do something personal. Cole has to personally harm this new character, Jim, in some way that gives the game emotion and feeling. Because in Infamous 2, I didn't really feel any emotion. I didn't feel any personal struggles with Cole like I did in Infamous 1. In Infamous 1, Kessler is Cole. And literally, when you're watching the ending cutscene, you can almost feel how Cole feels finding out that Kessler is you. And when Trish dies, you can almost feel you can almost feel the way Cole, like the entire game Infamous 1, I literally felt like I was sharing emotions with Cole the whole time. Like, I felt like I was drugged into it emotionally, physically, and mentally. I was really participating in something rather than just playing it or watching it. Infamous 2, I didn't feel that way. Infamous 2, honestly, here is my very, very short 3-word description of Infamous 2. Quo or nix. That's it. That's my 3-word description of Infamous 2. That's all it felt like it was. There was no emotion tied to the characters. There was not really, at least in my opinion, when I played through the game, I didn't feel any emotional ties, any emotional struggle, any emotional stress. That's what really drags you into a video game, is the emotion and the mental perspective of it. With Trish, I literally felt like Cole was going through a struggle because, you know, she's going through this bad time. She doesn't know what to believe. Her and Cole are on the verge of losing their relationship, all this stuff. When she died, I felt an emotional tie between Cole and her, and I literally was able to identify what it felt like. With Infamous 2, I honestly didn't really give a shit if Cole lived or died. Same thing with Nyx. I wasn't drawn to the characters in the same way I was in Infamous 1. I wasn't attached to them in the same way. I didn't feel like I was Cole instead of saying I play as Cole in the game. I literally... I mean, I think that's what you want to aim for in a game, is to feel like you are the character. You're not playing as the character. Infamous 2, at the end, when you activate the RFI, Cole dies, Quo dies, Nyx dies. Honestly, I can say to you, didn't really feel much. Didn't feel much emotions, didn't feel much emotional connection, didn't feel anything at all. I was a little sad that Cole died. But, you know, it wasn't as a major impact as Infamous 1 had. When you find out all this stuff is going on. And it all revolves around you. So, now, right back to Infamous 3, Cole has to do something personally to Jim to affect him in a way that makes you drawn and emotionally attached to the character and his life. Like, I've never played Prototype 2, and just today, I watched the ending for Prototype 2, and as soon as I saw the cutscene where James is telling Mercer to let his daughter go, and he wants his daughter back, and all this stuff, and Alex is saying, we're gonna make a new world, and all this, I literally, like, not even without playing the game, never played the game once, just watching that cutscene, and then watching the cutscene after the battle takes place, where you run up to your daughter, and she's scared, and then at the end you're on the rooftop, and she walks up and grabs your hand and hugs you. I felt emotionally attached to those characters. I felt like there was something going on, and I could relate to that. Even without even playing the game a single time. That's what really amazed me, is that the aspect of tied feelings overran the gameplay and the graphics and everything else completely. I feel that's what lacked in Infamous 2 a lot. So back to the Prototype 2 idea. You're going to get emotionally drawn to the characters. You're going to have sort of a feeling of connection to them. So this new character, Jim, this is Evil Karma, is going after Cole, trying to stop him. So basically, in simple terms, in Evil Karma, Jim is a good guy. But in Good Karma, we can switch it around. Because remember, Good Karma and Evil Karma are Cole's positions, not Jim's. Okay? So, in Good Karma, when Cole is Good Karma, Jim is going to be evil. You get what I did there? I just switched it around. When Cole is Evil Karma, which means the Evil Karma storyline. Cole is evil, Jim is good. Cole is good, Jim is evil. Just depends on what karmic path you wanna take. Now, this obviously doesn't affect your choices. This takes place before Jim comes into play. Sorry, I keep wanting to say James, but I'm sorry about that. Anyway, so you play through Cole for about half the game, and if you are good before Jim comes into the story, Jim is going to be evil for the rest of the story. You can obviously make good or bad choices as Jim, but the main play out is going to be revolved around doing evil things. You can still do good things, but I hope you guys get what I'm saying. You can make good choices, but you're still going to be a relatively evil person. When Cole is Evil Karma, Jim is going to be a good guy. You can still do evil choices, but relatively you're going to be a good guy. Just like how in Infamous 2, you can be hero, but you can still do bad things. So, back to the Evil Karma, you're going to be trying to stop Cole, and at the end, you're going to fight Cole. And you're going to either join him or you're going to defeat him. If you defeat Cole, you're going to go about destroying the rest of his army. You're going to reset things the way they should be, bring humanity back to a normal, allow humans and conduits to thrive in a one-world state where you both live together. And there's no rush to cure a disease or to make everybody a conduit because of a new race or a new one-world organization. But if you decide to be evil and join Cole, then you will continue to destroy humanity. You will help Cole's army. You will just basically accelerate Cole's plans. This will lead into Infamous 4. See what I'm trying to do? I'm trying to open up a portal for yet another game in the franchise so then we don't have to close the book so quickly. By adding another character, this is what this allows us to do. Another thing we can do, now this is with Good Karma. With Good Karma, you're going to be a bad guy. Jim is. So, Jim isn't going to like that Cole wants humanity to live. So you're going to try to destroy it and create your own. So basically, in Good Karma, when you play as Jim, you're going to do what bad Cole would do. You go create an army of other conduits to destroy Cole's plans and accelerate the one-world organization of conduits. If you choose to be a good guy on Good Karma, then you do what you would do in the good ending of the evil karma. You would help people, and you would restore peace on the world and allow humans and conduits to live in the same environment. So this is where I'm all going with this. And so basically this allows us to open a portal for another game after Infamous 3. Something else that we could do is, if you don't like the idea of a new character, we can keep Cole. We can have Jim come into the story, both good and bad karma, but instead of playing as Jim, we play as Cole and we fight against Jim. So basically we got 4 choices now. You got 4 choices to decide on. So, what do you guys think? I want you to leave your opinions in the comments, or make a video response. And tell me what you want to do. Do you want to play as this new character? Obviously, he's not really going to be called Jim. That's just what I made up a name so we could have something to label him by. But do you like the idea of this new character? Leave in the comments. Do you want to play as the new character? Yes or no. Do you want the character to be male or female? Do you want to play as Cole instead of the new character? Yes or no? And do you like the idea of the One World Conduit organization? Kind of like the Prototype 2 idea. If you like any of these, leave it in the comments. I'll be glad to answer your ideas. I do like video responses because I get to sit and listen to you talk and discuss your thoughts. I don't like having to go through and read all the comments. Reading kind of distorts me because, you know, sometimes you misspell a word, you forget a word in a sentence, or, you know, it's a lot of pain in the ass to read. So leave me your thoughts and ideas. Also, I will later be discussing a website which someone made and mentioned me in it. It's kind of nice, but I'm gonna go over that in my next update. I'm gonna discuss what his ideas are for Infamous 3 and how they tie into my ideas. And then I'm also going to discuss city, environment, powers, all sorts of stuff like that. So be sure to come back for the next update, and we'll talk about that later. So also, tell me what are the new characters' name should be, what you think it should be. And finally, but not last, if we do have this new character, either way, if you play as Cole or you play as a new character, at the end of the game, for a little treat, once you complete the story, we are going to allow you to go into the pause menu, and just like switching skins, you're going to be able to go into options or something, go down here to skin, and you will be able to switch from Cole to the new character, and vice versa. So you can play as both characters, free roaming around the city. So you can basically play as a completely different person. Tell me if you like this idea or not. Thanks for watching, guys. Please come back for more. Oh, a side note. Just before I go, I know I'm keeping you guys here for a while, but if you don't like any of the ideas I just said, I just now thought of this. If you don't like the new character idea or anything like that, we could pull an Ultimate Spider-Man. And for those of you that played Ultimate Spider-Man on the PS2, you know that you would play 3 or 4 missions as Spider-Man, then you would play 3 or 4 missions as Venom. And you could switch back and forth between these 2 characters and play 2 storylines with 2 different characters in the same game. Tell me if you like this idea. We can have Cole and this alternative character, and you can play as both of them. You'll play a few missions as Cole and a few missions as the other character. Obviously, you would still be able to go in and change from this character to Cole back and forth through the pause menu. Tell me what you like. Do you like the Prototype 2 idea? Do you like adding a new character and playing as him? Do you like playing as Cole and fighting the new character? Or do you like the Ultimate Spider-Man idea? Tell me what you guys think. Thanks for watching. I'm glad